Hi, I'm Heather Campbell, and I'm an Inuit artist originally from Rigolet, Nunatsiavut, which is the northern part of Labrador, within the province of Newfoundland and Labrador. And what I also do is research. One of the things that I've been researching for about 15 years now is Inuit tattoos, and that's what we're going to learn about today. These practices nearly died out in recent decades. Tattooing was suppressed by Christian church leaders especially. The tattoos are beautiful, and you might think it would be a fun idea to get one yourself, but I'm urging you, do not get an Inuit tattoo if you're not Inuit. Because of the damage done to our cultural practices by outside influences, such as shaming by the church, residential schools, and damage done by government forced relocations, we need this time for reclamation. I am asking you to respect that this is part of Inuit culture and spirituality. If you are not Inuit, it is very inappropriate and disrespectful to use these marks for your own benefit. I am doing this workshop for educational purposes. It's mainly geared towards children to foster understanding and acceptance of Inuit culture. Please do not appropriate these designs. Allow us to have this practice within our own communities as a way of healing from past traumas. Thank you very much. Nakumi. Okay, so we're going to do the actual demo portion of the workshop now. And I thought I'd just give you an idea of the materials that we're going to use. Hopefully you have these already. But what I use are these face paints that I got from Michael's craft shop. And they're usually pretty reasonably priced. And we also have a fine paintbrush. If you don't have a paintbrush, you could also use like a concealer brush or an eyeliner brush, for example. And then if you make a mistake, you can use some wipes to correct what you've done, and a bit of water, and that's it. So the only other thing that I need now is my model, my lovely assistant, my daughter, Malia.
Hi, I'm Malia Campbell, and I live in Ottawa, Ontario.
Okay, so I'll show you some of the designs that we're going to do today. So you can probably see we've got the face designs, but right now we're going to start with the hand designs.
Ooh, pretty hand doing.
Okay, so if I could have your lovely hand, Malia.
Yeah.
And we'll open these paints and get them ready. So we've got some more neutral colors here. These are great. You can use them for Halloween or like birthday parties. You can do face painting with the kids. So you can see which color. Usually a black or a blue is nice because it's more traditional. And I'm having a terrible time getting the plastic off.
Oh, I can do it.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, there.
Okay. So
I'm so excited.
I'm not sure if you can see it because they're kind of far away, but you just wet your brush and then you can get the paint on there like that. If you don't have these paints, you can also use children's craft paint, but it might not wash off as well.
Yeah.
So these wash off really well. I'll show you. So the very first one that we want to make is the wrist tattoo. And so, oh, a bug. Classic. You can show everyone your wrist. And I'll do another design and I'll tell you what the meaning is behind it. Now, as I was saying earlier, some of these symbols have meanings to them. What I'm drawing right now are like triangular or zigzag shapes on the wrist. And you can show them again, Malia. They, depending on the region, they represent the flames from the oil lamp. So it's a crescent-shaped stone lamp. So in the hollow of that crescent is oil. And then on the straight edge is usually it's a type of plant material, Arctic cotton, and that's used as the wick of the lamp. So you light that, and it looks like little zigzag flames, and that's normally what that symbol means. And we'll also do some little dashes, and they look like stitching. And
It's pretty.
now I'm making, sort of looks like a Y.
Hawaiian like little dots.
And I'll show them in a second.
Well, I can show them in my hand.
Okay, there you go. So I've been told that they can represent, it's a little tool that you use in seal hunting. So very much about Nuliayuk and hunting sea mammals. Now these all important lines across the fingers.
I know what these mean, I think.
You do? What are they? Yeah.
When all of our fingers get cut off and then they turn into animals.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm smart. I heard the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you told me it one night. I think it's kind of cool, but then it's kind of sad when her fingers get chopped off.
Yeah, sad.
And she had to marry someone. Hey!
And so the second set of lines.
We're sorry if you hear some noise. Our neighbors are here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We actually recorded this early, so it's the Victoria Day long weekend, so there's a lot going on in everyone's backyards right now.
But there's only like 2 people out, so it won't be that noisy.
There,
but
okay.
Beautiful. Actually, I like it. I've never really had some.
So you can kind of do variations of these type of marks. So maybe we'll do the other hand, and we'll see what else we can come up with.
This hand is blank. Ooh.
Maybe we'll go up your arm this time.
Yeah, how about there?
Yeah. So again, the wrist mark. And I'm going to do these sort of stacked lines.
I've never saw this one before, I don't think.
I
I've saw a bunch
bet
of
you
them.
did at the festival.
Oh, probably. I've seen all of these.
Mm-hmm.
I usually look at them a lot. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, this is what it looks
Let's see if we can get it sort of close to the... Okay.
That was a weird spot.
And we can do another big line. And then maybe we'll do...
Just play with it.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do like dots.
I think I've actually done something like this before. Remember?
Oh yeah, I've done it for you at the Solstice Festival usually.
Sorry about that big noise. Somebody just closed their door.
So what else can I make them yet? Oh, I know.
Oh.
I can make sort of like blocks. So some are clear and some are filled in. So I'll do those now too. A lot of these marks are common to sort of Arctic peoples all across the Arctic. And a lot of these designs are also found in clothing or on tools. And the meanings, some of them we don't remember what they mean anymore. And some they mean one thing in one region and something else in a different region. So I know it's tempting to ask people what their tattoos mean, but most of the time people want to keep that private. So I'm kind of giving you an overview of what some of these symbols could mean, depending on the region. Now,
Great. Oh, my arm's getting hurt.
so what am I missing? How about filled in tattoos. I haven't done that yet.
Yeah, you haven't. Oh, it's so hot, but I'd rather do this.
Yeah, it's fun though. Don't you like them?
No, it's hot, the table on it, but I didn't want to hold up my arm anymore.
Oh.
It kind of hurt when I hold up my arm, so I just wanted to do it like this.
Okay, let's do that then. So I'm gonna fill in some triangles.
Triangles. You almost said tattoos.
Yeah.
It's okay if we laugh a bit. We can laugh if we want.
And one of the crafts that is still practiced in my community of Rigolet is seagrass basket weaving and sewing. So it's actually sewing. And one of the motifs that you see very often in our grass work is triangles. Okay, so you want to show them triangles?
Beautiful.
Or diamonds. Now I've been told that the diamonds have something to do with the spine of the seal. Okay, maybe we'll do some more lines and then we'll be almost done.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Oh, wait, just a minute.
I'll do sort of a finishing band around your arm and then I think we'll be good for this one. Okay, so now I'm going to show some of the face designs on my lovely model, Malia. So we have some examples here. I think you can sort of see them, but this is what the inspiration is.
I can see them.
So these two are mainly found in Nunavut and Nunavik. Nunavik being northern Quebec, and then this one was actually found on a mummy in Greenland, so it's a very ancient design from Greenland. So the first one I'm going to do will be
I did not know
this
that.
one.
This one?
So hopefully you'll be able to see it well enough that you can follow along.
That one.
So I'll use,
This.
yep, I'll use black just to make sure you guys can see it.
I will just move my hair.
Yeah.
Gotta move your hair first.
And I find that if you go too slow, you're going to end up getting a wobbly line. It's better to just sort of confidently get those lines in there. So instead of looking at your brush and where it's going, look at where you want the brush to go. So
Like
it's
a
kind of
bike.
like, yeah, it's kind of like riding a bike or a car.
So, like, this is a bike. You gotta look where you want to go.
Okay. So here I'm going to make, I think I'll just make 2 lines for this one. So you can look right at me and we'll show them afterwards, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, 1 line.
Beautiful. We should have brought a mirror outside.
Yeah.
I think to pull through your glasses. Not really.
2 lines. So the V was most often the first tattoo that a girl would get when she was becoming a woman. So don't move your eyebrows. Okay, let's show everybody.
I am beautiful.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're doing 2 lines with 3 lines with some with dots.
I think I'm watching YouTube too much.
Okay, so we start very close to the nose and then kind of follow the line of the cheekbone. No.
I can get that.
Okay.
I will get that.
I think I made a tiny mistake.
Just a tiny mistake, Ma. Art is not mistakes.
Oh, okay.
Every single little piece is not a mistake. Look at this. This one.
Have to embrace happy accidents.
Yes. Its accidents can make into art.
Oh, okay. So let's see. That little tiny line. Oh, let me erase it real quick. Wait. And there. Now let's move to the other side. Look right at me.
I am looking into your eyes.
And, okay, don't move your face. So the side. I'm going to do the center one that kind of goes straight across. Okay, look at me. And
Did that go all the way here?
almost. We'll do a third one, kind of aiming towards the earlobe, bottom of the earlobe.
Oh, let's take a look. I feel so wet.
No, this is a bit harder on this side. It's always easier to do one side. Ugh. A little bit wobbly, that one. But doesn't have to be perfect. Thank goodness, because it's paint and not an actual tattoo.
Yeah, if you're doing an actual tattoo, make it perfect.
Yes.
Or else you're stuck with it forever.
Mm-hmm.
Or every day you have to put on a lot of makeup and it'll take like 10 hours. So I don't think... Don't try this at home with like real tattoo paint.
Mm-mm.
Do not copy us. We are not tattoo artists.
No. I probably could be after all this time, though.
Maybe.
Maybe. So
But
I'm
you're
going to
not-
put stitch lines across the top here. And it almost looks like a road, like a highway.
I have no clue what I look like. I'm gonna
Oh
look.
yeah, it's a good idea to have a mirror, which I don't have right now.
Yeah, but I can just look in the camera roll anyways.
True.
That was kind of sad that our camera died. We would
Okay.
have got this way done faster.
Okay. And a common mark that you'll find almost everywhere are the chin marks. So, nope, not and
Go and three.
I'm going to
We
make
got to look once.
4 of them. I'm going to put dots in between,
I have no clue what I look like. What do I look like?
sort of like a kitty.
Kitty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, very cute.
Oops. I smudged some of it, I think.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to look right in the camera and show everyone your lovely design?
Yes, I will.
Okay, but not too closely then.
Look at this. I can kind of see it through the camera.
Okay,
I will go back now.
so we'll wash this off and we'll come back and do another one.
We are back again after the washing of faces. Still, wash your hands too.
So you can see that it's washed off pretty well. So we're going to move on to our second design, which will be this one from the Greenlandic mummy.
Ugh.
So it's on the bottom.
No.
And it's a very unique design on the forehead that
Let me just take
I've only ever seen there.
It's smudged.
So
One of my
let's-
beautiful hands smudged.
Okay, let's see. Move your hair out of the way. And I will start with down, up, down again. Pretty good. And then I'll just dot in the middle. No, I've never seen. I actually have seen something similar to the cheeks in Labrador. So there seems to have been maybe a closer connection between Labrador, which we call Nunatsiavut, and Greenland, probably hundreds of years ago. So we're doing these cheek lines. They look straight at me. each have a little thing coming down. Okay, don't move. Harder on this side for sure. Oh, you moved.
Oh no. I just saw something, so I had to move.
Oh,
Ha!
we have visitors behind us.
Yeah. That's one of my friends just came out.
6 lines on the chin,
Yeah.
so 3 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now 3
Do I
dots
look like a tiger?
going down. Good. Look mysterious. 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. There, it's all done. So you want to go a little closer to the camera so everyone can see?
Yes. And then we will come back after the washing again. Whoa! Okay.
Thank you.
And one more. And we will see you back in the next one. Woo! After the wash in progress. Wash in progress.
Okay, so we've washed off that design. We're ready for our 3rd out of 4. So this one is actually inspired by designs from our own region of Nunatsiavut, which is northern Labrador. And Labrador is the mainland part of Newfoundland. And it's going to be this one here, a variation of it. So I'll talk a bit about these lines here. So, a long time ago, Inuit had to travel inland into the mountains in Labrador to hunt
I'm just putting
caribou mainly. And they were very afraid of this very powerful spirit that supposedly lives in the Torngat Mountains. And it's, they call him Tungasuk. It means sort of like a great, kind of like a big spirit, a powerful spirit. And they were so afraid of him in ancient times that they used to wear a raven's claw around their neck to protect them from these powerful spirits. And over time they think that this raven's claw developed into tattoo markings. And what represents the raven claw now is that sort of crisscross pattern on the cheeks. So as far as I know, it can be men or women. But here are designs that I've developed that are mostly for boys. So it didn't happen very often that men would have tattoos, but they would sometimes be used to commemorate when you had your first hunt, or they were used for hunting charms, or to sort of heal things that were wrong with you. So this one is a protection symbol. So that's what I'm going to put on Malia right now.
I'm sorry if you hear annoying birds. There's a lot of birds here.
So I'll do a bit of a combo, so it won't need to look exactly like that. So again, I'm going to put the bee. Down a bit further. So I'll do 2 again.
My annoying, weird, funny smiles.
Just darken it up a
I
bit.
have to take out my earrings. They hurt really badly.
A bit harder. Okay, so we got the V. And I'll do these lines that we have here.
Play with me. Sorry if you hear a lot of noises because we're just in our backyard doing this.
Okay.
My beautiful cup. I put my earrings in that.
Okay, let me talk for a minute. I wanted to give you a bit more information about tattooing in Nunatsiavut. The only image that I could find of a relatively contemporary person was from a book by Sutton, and there was one photograph of one woman who he thought was the last Inuit woman in Labrador to have a tattoo, and the photograph was from 1918, I believe it was. So it's been over 100 years since tattooing was not practiced in Labrador. So we're really learning a lot from our neighbors in Nunavik, northern Quebec, as well as Nunavut and Inuvialuit and Alaska. So we have a lot of wonderful women that are working now to bring back this tradition, and we're learning so much from each other. I was able to see tattooing going on in Newfoundland. It was 3 years ago, I think, at the Inuit Studies Conference that was being held in St. John's. So it was amazing to actually see the actual physical poking of the tattoos at that time. So I'm really happy and very thankful that these women are helping to bring this tradition back to Labrador as well. Okay.
Is that what we're doing?
Well, I'm not doing real ones. I'm just doing pretend ones.
So we're trying to bring back tattoos.
I think it would be wonderful. I haven't designed my own tattoo yet, but I think that I will at some point.
Yes, you should. You should.
Yeah.
You should do it at the end. Spoiler alert, maybe.
No.
Maybe. No, just kidding.
So I still feel like I have still so much to learn that I can't be confident in my design yet. Maybe in a few more years I'll know enough that I'll be able to select something, but right now I don't feel ready yet.
Well, you don't feel ready, just mix everything together.
Okay, let's see.
You can take inspiration.
Yes, we can. So I'm going to make one line first, then I'm going to make the crisscross.
I feel like this is way bigger than on the picture.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just make it a bit darker. And
Did you say raven?
it's tricky because sometimes
Wait.
you forget that, you know, they have to be sort of the reverse of each other, and I've done them exactly the same. I'm like, no.
Wait, Ma, is it called Ravenpaw?
Ravenclaw.
Oh, I thought you said Ravenpaw because Ravenclaw's in my book.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, have a look at me. Or the easier way to do it is to make the cross first and then the line. Oops.
It's a bit windy out here. It was very
Look
hot
at me, please.
last time.
Okay, so we're going to do the cross, the X first. So X. And now the line is on this side, the outer side, so I'm going to put it on the outer side on this G too. Okay, don't move. Well, it's a bit harder on this side. Oh, I have a hard time on this side. It's like trying to do your eyeliner. Same on each side. Okay, let's see.
Is that?
No, one's a little bit bigger than the other. Oh my, okay. But it is complete. If you want to show everyone a little bit closer how it looks.
Close ups. That's probably the funniest pose yet.
Okay, so one more and that's usually for guys.
And we will see you in 2 seconds in magic time.
Okay, so this is our very last design, and after this we'll do the question and answer period of the workshop. So the last design, like I said, is going to be more what you would have found on men, and they're concentrating more on commemorating a first hunt. So for these symbols right here, they're like the whale tail shape. So the first time that a man had killed a whale, he would get something like that. So long ago, they were, what do they call those? The ivory, is that libret in either corner, but then it sort of evolved and became a tattoo instead. And then these marks here were to help with to make your eyesight better. So this very simple one is the last one that we're going to do for the day. But you could also replace that whale tail symbol with these swirls, or you can put these 3 lines. This could also be found on men as well. And again, these markings around the eyes for improving your eyesight. So they weren't very common, but they were found, especially in the Bering Sea area. So let's give it a shot. Okay, Malia. So we're going to start with the eyes. So kind of like a V. And also above the eye. And then in the corners of the mouth. And so you usually start with the little marks coming outwards first. And I make kind of I don't know, sort of looks like a wine glass or something right now. Martini glass. And then 2 other.
My kids might be watching this. Don't see that.
I know, but that's what it looks like to me.
Actually, no. You're only seeing the glass. Kid-friendly show here. Thank you.
Okay. No smiling or you'll mess it up. Okay, so like an equal sign. Then
Smile.
sort of turning them into V's. There we go, yeah. And then another V. And
Sorry if you hear noises. Some
I
people
feel
are
like-
having like parties in their backyards, I think,
yeah,
for supper.
I kind of feel like it needs something else. I don't know what.
Let me look. What else does it need?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
What else does it need?
No, I think that looks great. So why don't you show everyone what it looks like close up?
Wait, how do you turn the camera?
We'll do it later, okay? So
Fine.
let's go show everyone our last design.
We're gonna walk like we're on the red carpet. Okay.
I'm glad we have you for our supermodel and entertainment.
I'm probably gonna be.
So big hand for Malia, yay! Thank you, nakamit. That means thank you in Inuktitut. Okay, bye.
Bye.